This week's episode has everything to do about supercharging. I'm going to show you every supercharger in the Las Vegas area, and I'm going to show you my experience with supercharging on a road trip that I took to California and back.
Five, four, three, two.
Now, for the first time ever, I actually took a long road trip with my brand new Tesla Model 3, and I got to experience supercharging for the very first time. The road trip went from Las Vegas to Orange County, California, to Beverly Hills, California, and then back to the Las Vegas area. Now, before I get to the road trip, let me show you every supercharger in the Las Vegas area. The first supercharger I'm going to talk about is actually considered to be in Henderson, Nevada, but it's actually a lot closer to Boulder City. The next supercharger I'm visiting is the one in downtown North Las Vegas. It's off Bridger Avenue. I'm not positive, but I think this is probably one of the original superchargers that was brought to Vegas. It's actually in a parking garage, and again, it's in the downtown section of Las Vegas. This is sometimes the problem with superchargers. You have regular ICE cars that are parked by our superchargers, and it prevents you from getting in there. The last supercharger that I'm going to visit here in Las Vegas is the newest one. It's the version 3 250 kilowatt supercharger. And this one's just a little tricky to get in because it's in a parking area where you actually pay for the parking. I think it's anything over 1 hour, you actually start paying some parking fees. But this one is pretty quick, so you'll get nowhere near that 1 hour. But there is a trick to getting in here. You actually have to enter a PIN code. And how you find that PIN code is you go onto your map, you touch the supercharger itself, it gives you all the details, and then it gives you the PIN code to enter here. Now that I got a few minutes to charge here at this version 3 supercharger, let's talk about the road trip that I took that basically started from Henderson, Nevada. It went to Laguna Hills, California. But prior to that, we stopped at Yermo, California at a place called Eddie World. That's where a really nice supercharger is at. Now, of course, over at Eddie World, they have all kinds of food and candies and coffees. It's a great place to stop, and the supercharger over there was readily available. From there, we went to Orange County. Once we got to Orange County, I didn't see too many superchargers there, but I had a pretty decent charge. So from there, the plan was to stop at a supercharger off of Redondo Beach Boulevard. But once we got there, it was in a hotel parking lot, and I found out that several of the superchargers, they were actually shut down. There is the cord, it's just hanging over the supercharger itself. And what that means is the supercharger's down. I don't remember exactly how many stalls were there, yet 2 of the superchargers were out of service there. So we left and headed towards Culver City. There's a big mall over there. I know there's lots of places to eat, bathrooms and the like. Guess what? Kind of the same thing. I believe there was 3 of the superchargers were shut down. One of them, actually, someone put a yellow tape X on it, which meant this has probably been shut down for some time. And there were another 2 stalls that had the cords hanging over them. Now we knew what that was all about. Eventually one opened up and we went inside and we grabbed something to eat. But one of my big disappointments was, well, the superchargers that were down. California was the only place where I actually saw supercharger stalls that were not operative. Once we charged there, I had plenty of charge for all my errands. I basically was going to run from Culver City to Beverly Hills to Redondo Beach, and then back to Beverly Hills the next day. And then from there, we're going to head out and, of course, had to fight a little bit of traffic, but head back to Henderson, Nevada. So we stopped at the same supercharger on the way back, had plenty of juice to get to that one in Yermo, California. And from there, plenty of juice to get home and charge at home. So that's all of the superchargers that are here in Las Vegas, including this brand new version 3, and my first time experience using superchargers on the road trip. Anyway, I hope you found some value in this. If you did, please click like. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And as always, I'll catch you in the next video, and thank you so much for watching.